What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Cutlass Board Games channel. It's part of Exile Let's Play time once again, and true to my word, we are doing slightly less episodes per game time. So here's a quick recap of what you missed. I made my first player-to-player interaction. I traded an item for an Exalt. Holy shit, that was harder than it had to be. Yeah, I traded the cap that we got. It was like a unique cap. We traded it for 3 Exalt. It wasn't very exciting. We got some map progress. As you can see, the quest on the right, we completed all of our Tier 2 maps quest and are now on the Tier 3 maps quest. If I open up, I think I have to talk to Doriani if I want to have a look at it. Yeah, I don't have to actually refund him, I can just look at it. We got just 2 more Atlas points, kind of as I expected, and I picked increased magic monsters and increased pack size. My goal is to continue to grow the pack size and then come over here and get the strong boxes. I think that'll be fun and interesting. Let's have a look at how the world map has updated. Starting over here, I have just been specifically off recording, clearing stuff that doesn't have any of these cool modifiers. So I've just been doing all the kind of blank ones that are like nearby and stuff. But then I started venturing over this way because this is a shrine hideout, and that was what we just cleared. And just before that, there's also the Lost Towers. So the towers have this cool extra effect. Can I even show it? No. I don't think it'll let me. But it projects an area of effect. You can kind of see where it's part of the fog of war. Where it adds a modifier, which is 12% increased area of items found in this area, which was the thing that we found earlier. I'm forgetting what it's called. Tablet? Something tablet? You put the tablet in the tower and then it adds the effect to all the areas that you haven't cleared yet. So all of these are going to have 12% increased rarity of items. I probably could have made it better than what it was, but I'm happy with just this. And then we just started the I think I just opened it and just completed this. But now we have a hideout, which is the other main thing. This is literally in it now. I haven't customized it anyway. This is literally just how it comes pre-cooked. Part of the advice that I was given early on was that you should just try and get a secret base as fast as possible. I'm like, well, okay, sounds great. I don't really know what that accomplishes for me. What if I move the map device like just way fucking closer? That seems good, right? Who do I actually talk to? I don't really talk to multiple vendors. I don't really talk to Alva. Alva, you can come in here. Turn around a little bit. Alright, I'm picking a favorite vendor, and it's the Blood Priestess, so you can come in here also, so that Alva isn't alone. All of my interactive things sit in this little weird room, and then have the waypoint. Can I make multiple stashes? Surely this like wall thing will be annoying after a while. Yes. No, I want to edit you. Goodbye. Let's move you slightly out of the way. What if I put my stash here next to the well? Surely this is slightly more ergonomic. And so I might move the salvage bench to be next to the door. Try not to encroach on the doorway. Now I have some decorations, apparently. Guild stash, I don't need that. Reforging bench I have already. Relic locker I have already. Salvage bench, stash, waypoint, well, and the ziggurat map device. This is all in there already. And Maraketh is apparently the type that I have. So what if we, do we want to place anything cool in here? some rubble. I could put just like a pet. What? Sick. Can I get like 2 or 3 of these bad boys? I don't think so. I could put some more pillars and shit in here. Man's first Sims game. I don't know, here we go. Made a 4-poster bed type shit. Sick. Look at that. Oh, I'm so custom with it. However, it would make sense to put pillars like this around the map device. Let's actually create some symmetry here. We're gonna move the stash. We can rotate it sideways. Doesn't need to have its full width in the way. And we move the map device, kind of like this. Actually, really hate how the waypoint is angled. Can we not rotate this at all? Really? Okay. And then I bring the pillars in to be nice and cozy with the map device. I mean, let's put something in these big empty old spaces. You know, America fire pot is the thing that I have a lot of. It kind of. Can I turn it on? How do I turn it on? Why is this one on and this one? Why is this so hard? Is the that's shooting lightning at it. That's not what I want at all, actually. I wonder if it would just turn on when I load into the location next. Well, how's that for a minute? And let's put like a feature. I guess this big fucking empty space. You got some chests there. Falling sand. Oh, that's cute. Let's put it over here. I can just have a dude? Just one guy? Alright, shit. You can keep Doriani company. He looks like the kind of guy to have a dude standing right next to him. Keeping him company. Wait, I can have more than one? Sick. Where's Alva? She looks like she needs a fella also. Alright, cool. Ketsuli and Atalui. Yeah, they don't need a guard. They've got each other. They're just angry at each other right now, so they're in separate rooms. This is what I've decided is the lore of my secret stash. I hope this is incredibly engaging content to watch, because this is the quintessential part of Exile experience, I guess. I really only intend to fiddle with it one time and then just completely fucking forget about it. But it's got to be, you know, looking its best. Just the rubble even, like, it's kind of mid, honestly. Just the spire, that's huge. That feels like an outdoor kind of thing. A pavilion. That also weirdly feels like an outdoor kind of thing. Oh, you really can't quite get it correct to camera, can I? Because of where I'm standing. What if we put this here? That's off center. What if we put the pavilion around this little weird square on the ground where the map machine was? And then we just put a guy in it. Yeah, so you must guard the pavilion and watch me enter the map. This is your guardhouse. It has rubble next to it. Move this over here. I could honestly just do an hour of this, right? Just add junk to my fucking... It's my place. It's just my junk place. It's been falling sand everywhere. Whatever. Surely this is custom enough for me to be happy. Alright, now... I had a map. I gotta start doing tier 3 maps, and I had a map in mind. I don't know where I want to go. I have saved some things. What's this? +1. Oh, yeah. So the main thing that the tower added was +1 to monster level and also the rarity of items. So that's what this icon means. This game, I swear to God, needs a key for what all the icons mean. It's so fucking vague. There's a couple other hideout options. I genuinely don't give a shit. It's crazy. Like, if this was the thing I was supposed to care about, it shouldn't show up at hour 55 or whatever. So we can do a delirium mirror and coalesced corruption. Is coalesced corruption a thing that I care about? I can't go here yet. Okay. I can do this, the reliquary vault. Requires vault key. Interesting. Can I have my thing back then? I don't have a vault key. A thing I did not know. Has a deadly map boss. Well, let's do that. Let's find out what this deadly map boss is in the backwash. So my intention is to just kind of do an episode every couple of hours, in-game hours now. So it'll be like, I'll do a couple maps off screen, and then I'll come and do a map on screen and kind of catch you up with everything that you missed. Because otherwise it's going to be just like 40 more episodes with just nothing happening. So the game is kind of getting to a really grindy point. Which is kind of crazy. But so far my arc plus electrocution build is working out okay. That guy hit me for 1 million, what the fuck? Something is draining me really hard. Okay, I have pretty fast mana recovery. So for me to be sitting there on no mana, it's not a great sign. Usually means that I'm receiving some kind of damage over time thing, like I'm standing on burning ground or something. My gear has not changed that much, with the exception of I got a new staff instead of the Voltaic Earthbound staff. That happened in the previous episode. But I got to exalt it a little bit. I'll show it up in a second, but it's basically +4 to lightning skills, a lot of mana, 109 maximum mana, 5 life per enemy killed, kind of mid, 26 mana per enemy killed, it's pretty good, and then 89% increased spell damage. So it's a little bit less spell damage, but the +4 to levels, because the Earthbound Voltaic Staff was 106% lightning damage. This is slightly worse on the pure damage front, but gives that +4 levels as an offset. A pretty good offset, I'll say. Oh no, I really hate Lightning Mirage. I knew I was going to get frozen. Please die. Okay. I really did break a sweat, but that's fine of you to say that. Whenever my character says stuff, I cringe. I actually really hate all my characters' voice lines. And not like what's being delivered is bad, because in the Ape Escape Let's Play that I'm currently doing, all of the VA from the first game, the pacing is so weird that it makes it feel like really inhuman, and it's almost comedic. With this, it's not like the VA delivery is bad, it's just the things that you say, a lot of the time when it is said, is directly contradictory to what actually happened. Like, I will have almost died 4 times, or I'm on attempt 60 and she finally wins and she's like, didn't break a sweat. I'm like, get fucked. This is the hardest thing I've done to date. What do you fucking mean? So most of the time, it's just like repeated so often. Like in so many games, they say the same thing so many times it becomes a meme. Like the by Gadokan thing I hear like so often, and I'm like, this just has no meaning at all. Ooh, an ultimatum. We still haven't gone and done Ascendancy number 3. Not, I don't think I ever will. Which is annoying, because it would be really good to have Ascendancy 3 and 4. Because it'll give me 24% crit chance. I don't know, I wish I could make her say less shit. Or say cooler shit. Like, it's just entirely in the writing feels really generic. In theory, the Gadokan is good because it's thematic, right? And it matches my character, what she's doing and stuff like that. But it's the only one. All the others do not do this. It's like much less... Makes much less sense when it's in a vacuum. Yeah, sands take you. Where the fuck is the sand? You know, it makes sense when you're in Act 2. Were they just like wagering that you would spend enough time in Act 2 that it would come up? Or something? I think the Did a Break a Sweat is the most annoying one. But the sands take you, like again, it's just like, how? What do you mean? What's sand? This feels like it should have been relegated to a specific area and not just generally played out whenever. You know, like 0.1% chance on activating VA on enemy kill. Wait, missed completely. But like my actual clear speed is really slow, which is fine. I don't really care about that much. I'm not competitively playing the game to win, and I've seen some builds and some playthroughs on YouTube, some pretty custom shit people are cooking up with this specific, you know, character, Lightning Sorceress. And we tried Frost Sorceress with the 3 elements build, and it sucked, which is disappointing. I think this is the unique boss, but it doesn't spawn yet. Oh, never mind. It's Queen of Filth Part 2. I really don't need to watch that cutscene every time. I've seen it once. That's enough. Alright. Nice. Stupid fucking mushrooms. I really hate this fight because it's so hard to know what's going on. Oh, in people? Oh, I don't like that. Can I get back in my sigil power? Maybe not. No. Oh no. Ow. Electrocute is really nice into bosses. Because it just gives me like a really big stun window on top of regular stun. So put some damage in. Pretty good. Ow, what the fuck? Oh, she actually summoned minions? I was like, what are you doing? Sorry, she's dead now. That wasn't so hard. Did she even drop anything good? Tier 4. A weapon to a class I am not. One of the problems in games of this archetype is that they go sick. We have such a wide set of experiences. We have fucking 50 characters you can play. And this game has like 8 or some shit. And normally it's around 8. But like, we have a large range of characters you could play. Like, sounds great. I will be excited to play a melee character after I play the Sorceress. You know, I always kind of play Sorceress. It's within my wheelhouse. I kind of understand how it goes. The characters in League of Legends that I like the most are like ranged spellcasters. You know, it's kind of my wheelhouse. I don't like getting too close and stuff until I'm really familiar with the game. And then, cool, so there's going to be 7 other character types that I could play. And then, you know, that's room to explore after I played the first time. But then you play through the first time and you're like, well, I'm just constantly getting loot for 7 character types that I have fucking no interest in right now. instead of shit I can actually use. And it's like, well, I would just rather have things I can use, but are like bad rolls like every time. Which is also a thing that is happening to me as well on top of that, which is additionally annoying. Because it's like, oh cool, we got, you know, Earthbound Voltaic Staff for the 3rd time. Sick. But it's useless, because it's not better than the first one, even though I'm 30 levels above, and I'm rolling eye level 30s above. And still rolled worse. And it's like, well, why? Why bother? Or I get a fucking... corpse explosion is very annoying. And also drains flasks, which is like really bad. No, go away. Sorry, drains mana, which is like basically kills me. So I have to be really careful. And it just is kind of frustrating experience-wise to be like, yeah, sick. I just beat a really cool boss. You know what I got for a reward? Fuck all. She's gonna kill me. Oh way. I can't even use my fucking skills because I'm just drained constantly. Okay, I'm officially out of flask charges. No, fuck off. Surely you've run out of corpses at this point. No. She just walks up to me and I perish. Also regenerates life. It should be more annoying. But see, look at this. We just killed the hard boss. A hard boss for me because it has specific mods that is useless. You know what we got? A bow and a quiver. Why the fuck do I care about a bow and a quiver? And then we just fought the area boss. What do we get? Big hammer. Again. I don't care about big hammer. I understand that. That's kind of how the genre goes. But it just feels like that 98% of the things that I get, I don't care about and I'm selling. And it's kind of mid. Like the amount of times that I've had an exciting item drop that's been robbed of me because it was dog shit. Like, of all the uniques we've gotten, the only good sorceress ones that we've got is the Voltaic Earthbound Staff, which I've gotten 3 of, and is now no longer good. 2 of them I got with such a low eye level that it was useless, and the one that I did keep and have for so long is no longer good. Like, it's been replaced by this just magic stuff that I found. And see now another non-class item, Shrine Scepter. It's just for the one next to me in the skill tree, but still. So in theory I could spec in that direction, but I am not, you know. And I don't expect everything to be like me, but it just feels like so often I am achieving a new thing, a new height, and I am rewarded by getting nothing. And so all the eye levels of my gear is like 40 below where I'm at. You can actually literally look at it. Because I'm just never getting drops for shit that's relevant to me. The gloves, which we just got recently, because I re-rolled it, right? Let's have a look. The gloves that I just got recently, because I re-rolled it, is level 65. And that was the best, newest thing that I could find. Same with the hat, again, 65. I'm level 72, so that's kind of close. But then, the boots that I've had since fucking level 34, when am I ever going to get a new pair of boots? The belt that I've had since level 40, right, level 35, level 17, level 35, and then the staff, which I got most recently, level 64. So it's like, well, when the fuck am I going to get a relevant belt with 2 charm slots? I've been asking for so long. 2 charm slots is my one request. Oh no, wait, I have to talk to the Doriani first. Yeah, there you go. This is improved quality, so I need to... So this is the rewards that I got. This, I've accidentally picked up. The hammer, which I can't use. The bow, which I can't use. And a scepter, which I can't use. This is the entire loot for the entire map. Let's get to salvage bench this thing. And improve my gear by 1%. Get level 15 Spirit Gem. I already have Archmage on 15. So I can go with the stash. A regular skill gem on 15. So I can upgrade my conductivity. No wait, hang on. Come, shit. Give me this back. I can upgrade Hex Bloom. Blasphemy. I can upgrade Blasphemy. Reserve 60. 43% less effect. How much does my Blasphemy do currently? 44. It's 1%? Jesus. It's not great. We'll grab the conductivity that's socketed in it, which is now level 19 because my slap gives +4. So that gives minus 36 to lightning resistance, but this is kind of like half, so it's really 20%, I think. 20% at this point. Is there anything else worth upgrading? Lightning Warp I've already done. I don't even really use Mana Tempest that much. Frost Wall, I guess. Could be okay. I have actually been enjoying using Frost Wall. I think it is an interesting addition to the build. Alright, we got a tier 4 map. Tier 4 map. Tiers. Cool. So I have this, and I can make it... No, there's the wrong one. Is this one? Increase rarity of items. Hello. That's fine. We'll put these away in the currencies. Place is away in here. I'm not using these enough for how many I have. And then we want to have a look at the map again. So this is one that I just did now. I think this is fine because this also has map boss, a breach, and a mirror. All like the breach and the mirror will just fucking kill me. I want to just hit the boss. I think this is the better choice. Yeah, what's the ninja star? What the fuck? The Kalguran Expedition. Expeditions are ancient Kalguran burial sites with hidden artifacts and dangers buried beneath the ground. Help the Kalguran settlers set up a chain of explosives and unearth the treasures, but beware of the dangers that hide in wait. Remnants can also be detonated to add modifiers to the rest of the expedition encounter, making them harder but more rewarding. Expeditions monsters and chests will occasionally drop artifacts that can be traded at the Kalguran settlers for items. Vendor refresh currencies can also occasionally drop, which allow for the refreshing of the Kalguran settler shops. This sounds like something very complicated. Very complicated. Maybe actually let's just do something in range of the tower. What I might do is, if I do this one, the otherworldly breach is the hand that I have to walk and do. But if I kill the boss first and then I come back and do the breach, then maybe we fine. Maybe we chill. We chillin'. I don't know. We'll see. And hopefully I get more tier 3 maps drop. But I did learn that Doriani does sell maps, so he might sell a tier 3 map that I can magic and do that. Okay, so I don't feel especially more powerful, but I seem to be clearing this relatively easily. Step back for a second. I want to look at Arc. Arc is 2,800 damage per second. I wonder if that's per chain or no. Because Arc says for each remaining time it does not chain, do additional damage. So I wonder if that's like me just hitting a single target with it. Which makes sense if it's like calculating damage against the boss. I don't necessarily think that's the case. Also, the electrocution thing is really interesting. Basically, I cast, and between 1 or 2 casts of arc, I apply electrocution, and that will stun the target for 4 seconds, which we saw earlier against the Queen of Hills was really helpful. But there's exactly one skill gem that applies electrocution. There's no other way to apply electrocution. Oh, hello. Hello. Pirasha, the Forgotten Prisoner. Which is basically the Balbala fight. Balbala? I don't remember. I know I specifically was like, hey, this is a thing that I care about pronouncing correctly, because they literally mention it to you. Oh, you got stunned? How unfortunate. Oh, she's over here. Yeah. You can literally hear her in the directional sounds. Which is kind of cool. Yeah, right, minus 20% on the blasphemy. That's pretty good. Not as good as just casting conductivity, but it doesn't take mana, the thing that we desperately care about. And casting conductivity is like fucking 400 mana or something. That attack did so much damage to me. It did like all of my mana and half of my health. That too, what the fuck? I gotta learn to dodge that. Ow. Let's get me a little mana regen wall. So the funny thing about the wall is that enemies will aggro on it. And then we'll go and attack it instead of me. There we go, that wasn't so hard. She knocked me to half health and 0 mana a couple times. Which is kind of goofy. So we got a wand, that's interesting. So what, 1 in 3 bosses we got a relevant a relevant item. I literally can't use anything else here. Crit chance for spells. Increased mana regen, light radius. It's not horrible. I don't think it is usable. I think for something to replace the thing that I'm using currently, it will need to have lightning spells levels. Or something better, God forbid a thing exists. Siphons flask charges, so I don't want to get too close to them. Isn't a big deal. Lesser Jeweler's Orb. I would like a greater Jeweler's Orb, but Lesser doesn't actually do anything for me right now. What is this? All item drops are corrupted. That is kind of cool. Ah, bugger off. These guys in particular are really annoying, because they have a pretty good chance to stun me, apparently. 15 seconds and I walk into a dead end. Really? I get the shrine that says my loot is cooler and I just encounter no fucking packs? Just my luck. Nothing drops. One thing dropped. And it's a bow I can't fucking use. Oh, jeez. This is what I mean by the end game being insanely grindy. For me to get like any real character progression beyond the single skill point that I get about once every 2 hours at this point. Once every 3 hours. In the point before where I was trying to respec and I was like actually grinding, but like I was grinding the same spot where I was behind. Its level threshold was lower than me. It took me about 10 hours to get the 1 level I got. Since I started maps, I've gotten 2 levels in total. So that's about 4 hours, 4.5 hours to a level. And so if I'm not getting gear, if we're getting 1 piece of gear every 10 hours or something ridiculous, I'm getting a level every 5 hours, then it's expecting me to play a lot of the game for any kind of character advancement. Which is why I feel kind of correct in my, I really should only record an hour every... Fuck me. Are you serious? I haven't had any crashes. Literally previously, I was like, yeah, crashes about every hour. And then just now, when it crashed, I was like, well, actually it hasn't been that bad. It hasn't crashed me in like the last 10 hours-ish. Last 5 hours of play. Specifically of play. It hasn't crashed me when I've had it closed and I was doom scrolling Facebook. And then as soon as I come and actually make some progress, the game's like, no, we don't do that here. And it is the main reason why I refuse to go and do any ascendancy trials, because it just crashes and I lose my progress and it doesn't fucking matter. Which is deeply frustrating, and I'm hoping that it will be fixed in a patch soon. We're still in December at this time of recording and a patch has not happened yet. To fix that problem, obviously, on account of the fact that we just witnessed a crash. So I'm hoping something will happen. Basically, my plan is to record a lot of this stuff now while I have the free time, while I'm excited and enjoying the game, and then I have a big break and the episodes slowly release. This episode will come out in several months after, maybe about 4 months after the time of recording, at which point I hope a patch has come out, there's been a new content drop, I have a new reason to, you know, come back, and I'm excited to play, and there's interesting, cool new things happening. That's the dream scenario. Whether or not this happens, I have no idea. Ooh, that's not bad. I have no idea which way I went before. The map resetting on a place that I've been is dog shit. It just literally means that I am wandering aimlessly, backtracking, which I do not like. Literally, the blue line on the minimap is the entirety of how I navigate. Especially in maps, when some of them, I think, are randomly generated. And it is not curated or designed. Also, in my time offline, I figured out what the skull means on the map, because after a period of time, like just now, the skull shows up. The skull is not a boss being summoned. The skull is just the remaining rares that you need to defeat to clear the level. And my guess is that it shows up after a certain amount of map completion, but I realized because I had walked past a rare and I didn't complete on it, I just was like, alright, bye. Catch you later, I guess. And then when the skull came up, I was like, oh, it's that same guy. So he didn't spawn. Why is it still there? I killed him. He's dead. The worms are here. Oh, is this a shrine or is this a... Okay. Oh, and here's the hand also. So I want to avoid the hand. I want to do the hand after I've cleared the map, because if I die in the hand, the map closes, and I don't get another chance. So I want to complete the map, get the quest progress, and then we can fuck around with that. So here's a boss. Hello, boss. Hidden aura regenerates life. Well, that didn't become relevant. Ugh. Trying to confirm on this guy, he's just slightly out of range and is actually completely irrelevant while other things run at me is kind of funny. Okay. Oh, interesting. We have a drain mana guy. I don't like that for me. Okay, with a little audio glitch there. interestingly, he doesn't want to be too close to me anyway. Okay, we got the map complete. We got the quest progress. No, this is too low. Expert is the only prefix we care about, unfortunately. And so now we get to try and do the hand, which has, until now, killed me every single time. You can see why. Okay, take it back. That one I like. So I need to travel. I need to move. Fuck. Because I have limited time. And I need to open the clasped hands. I just think I cleared things fast enough. Why is my spell not casting? What the fuck? Hello? What was that delay? That was humongous. Alright, well... that kind of sucked. But I didn't die. It's not the worst case scenario. I didn't get anything good out of it. These are the things that dropped. Let's go back. I'm actually kind of close to another level. I'll cover this too. I am just happy I didn't die. So let's talk to Doriani. Identify items. Look at the stash. I think I'm selling most of these things. Yes, goodbye, yes, goodbye. Useless to me, useless to me. Useless to me. Okay, so... I don't need so many 14s. Let's get rid of some of these 14s on account of the fact that I have 1,000 of them. And we'll start just collecting 15s. I think I have currently upgraded enough 15s. Let's just grab. Alright, I have so many of them. We can get rid of all the old ones too. The reason why I kept the old ones is if I'm picking some off build choices, lower level ones have lower requirements. And so they kind of had some value in that way. We actually saw this earlier when I was dicking around with builds, where I needed a lower dexterity requirement to just try it out, and then if I upgraded it, it became more efficient. Wait, 4s is what I'm doing now, isn't it? I'm doing 3+, so I'll save the 4 for later. Increased experience gain. Interesting. So one attack modifier is very unlikely to be used by me. We have this, and then we have currencies. So I have 5 Jeweler's Orb now, and just like no real use for it, unfortunately. No, you just identify. You don't actually ever have anything I want to buy, do you? It's this other guy that we put over here at the beginning of the episode that sells things I might want. None of which seem any good. I've literally seen ones in here before where I was like, damn, that's kind of sick. But no. No, unfortunately not. No. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So I have a bunch of Exile, so I no longer have anything to use it on. This has been completed. I'm mostly... well, I have a bunch of armory scraps now, so I want to finish this one. I want to finish this one. Because the more energy shield that it gives me, the more mana it turns into. So I now have 2,436 mana, which is a lot. I guess. Is a lot. Oh, that's right. I want to talk to Doriani. So I wanted to buy a map. Thank you, sir. That seems fine. That seems horrible. Alright, we completed that. Let's go here. See how we go. It might be just terrible. It might be the worst thing I've ever done. We'll see. Interesting. Okay, we got spiders. We got this area is actually so sexy. What the hell? I can go and stand in the oil. I don't need to do that, but it looks cool. I have no idea where I am. Pretty sure that guy just called me a slur. Sorry, I killed him. He won't be doing it again. Laced boots is dexterity, not energy shield. I'm gonna cruise through here pretty quickly. Ideally, I need to find something that I can like combo with R that I can have being cast at the same time. Ball lightning doesn't quite do it. I had cast on shock before, which was kind of nice because it would cast the ball lightning for free, and then I could lightning warp to that to help me move along. And then instead of the electrocute gem, I have the extra chance to shock gem. And with the Earthbound Vortex Star, it would cast Spark constantly and chew up all my mana. Now that is no longer a problem. I'm taking big damage here. Why is that? Okay. I'll kill them all, don't worry. I'm about to level up actually. XP gain in here is kind of sick. This place is just cool as hell in general. It's nice that in doing map content we are actually seeing new and different stuff. A lot of the maps I have seen have been kind of bespoke and not just recycled and automatically generated. But I think it's a percentage. I think some of them are auto and some of them are bespoke. One in particular that I thought was really cool was one that looks like the caravan. The caravan that you travel around on had been destroyed, and there was just tons of corpses of people that had run the caravan lying around, like a big battle had taken place. And it looks sick. So that was obviously could only be bespoke and not generated. Probably. Well, not remixed. When I say generated, I mean it's like taking existing assets and remixing it into something that can be playable for maps. And then bespoke is something that has had tiles designed for maps. Amethyst ring? Okay, this could be good though. 2 sockets, kind of sick. And so this one, which I don't think is an area I've seen until now, is kind of cool. It tells me that the end game content is like actually been like really thought out and like made to be very engaging and stuff like that. Which would be really interesting to see how it plays along in leagues. And they go, this is the league, this is, you know, how the regular playthrough of the game has been changed, and you know what weird cool powers your character can experience. And then you get to maps and you get to see how that's going to interact with all the different extra modifiers and stuff that maps bring. It's kind of cool. Part of Exile has been really good at creating things to do in a way that Diablo 2 was not good. And why Diablo 2 Scrabble 5F was so perfect for me to come in and play for so long. I did make a video about this recently where I kind of talked about the game and showed off my characters. But it was just like, it did all the cool things that I liked about Diablo 2, and obviously explains why I like Path of Exile. But also added why, like, why do you keep playing after completing the story? And why do you, what's to do after you hit level 60? Level 60? Yeah, it's like level 65 is kind of when you finish the game. From memory at least. And Skyward Mod goes up to level 205, and there's heaps of endgame content. With like lots of cool little side quests and things to beat and all this kind of stuff. So it just like added so much value to the game for me that the base game just didn't have. And it feels like Path of Exile 2 is going to be able to do the same thing. It has maps, which feels very large, and gives you a lot of things to do, but then it will also have the seasonal leagues, I assume, like Path of Exile 1 did, so that you can come back and feel rewarding for doing it. Which is kind of sick. He is proximally tangible. Fuck that modifier. Most frustrating thing in the game. Because I can never tell when it is active. It needs to be... It's not even that I dislike it as a concept. It just needs to be so much more fucking obvious that that's what's happening. It needs to be more visually obvious. Also, these guys suck. All the ranged enemies are like really annoying in this game. I'm just wandering around and checking some more stuff, see what's here. Because I haven't been here before. And maybe seeing if there's any, you know, strong boxes or chests or anything. So we haven't seen any chests yet. It seems like there is none. And also this area is like really easy to wander around because it's so big, and that's a whole enemy type I hadn't seen yet. And would not have encountered if I had not pushed on. How funny. I wonder how they determine what packs show up on a map. Alright, we're back at the start. Alright, we'll set out then. Well, that was interesting. So far, my overall thoughts of the game is that it is very good. And then like all my complaints are just like early access things that I assume will be fixed later. Which is not crazy, like this, every early access release is like this. This sucks. This I want to use the bench. Because that gets put away. I get to use the scrap over here, and this way and this way. And we have just a bunch of tier 4s. And I need more 3s, so I'll have to purchase it. Wait, what? Ah. It only sells it to me one time. Okay. I'll have to start doing my 4s then, unfortunately. Alright, let's look at our skill tree. Are you... Oh, I'm so fucking mad. I respec'd this 4 times and it has reset it again for the 4th fucking time. I literally just want to add this. Remove these because they are not necessary anymore. I don't know why it fucking keeps resetting it. It's so annoying. But my current vibe is I think this node is going to be the next best thing for me. To get the 14% increased lightning damage and the slightly faster cast speed. Because I already have a pretty fast cast speed for Arc. So I am curious. And the reason why I'm specifically doing this respec is because it gives me +1 skill point. I don't actually require it to do all these things. And realistically, I could get rid of this as well if I had something better. You know, like over here. Intelligence. Which you just kind of don't. Because it gives me 10 intelligence, cast speed, mana regen. Is there something with intelligence and mana regen that is kind of nearby? Not really. Is it worth 6 skill points? Probably not. This duel doesn't even do anything relevant, so it's not a big deal. Maybe I do just respec this whole thing and just go more damage. I need to pull this out just before I do that. Get rid of this whole damn thing. Sick. Now what? Now what am I gonna spend my extra 5 points on? There's nothing good for intelligence. There is this, which is increased spell damage and slower cast speed, which is not bad. No, I'm not respecing. I'm trying to fuck off, Doriani. And then what? I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's like exactly all of them. And I get this 30% increased spell damage. 40, 50, 60%. I don't think it stacks like that, but there's no way to do this section without drawing a box, annoyingly. Unless if I skip on these, which I don't really want to do, because the 5% increased maximum mana is pretty fucking good. That'll do for now. So, increased spell damage, increased lightning damage. Arc has gotten now to over 3,000 damage per second. So that must be a nice little power spike for me. And a nice little conclusion to the episode. We made a little bit of progress on the maps. I'm going to continue to grind some maps off camera so that you're not following the whole long grinding process. You're just getting like a little slice of the kind of exciting things in the end game content. Because I'm predicting there's going to be lots of hours of just doing the same thing for minor benefits. Because the goal is, I think the way it's designed, right, is to have a campaign that's a fixed length, 3 acts, and then you do it a second time, and then they go, okay, well then now here's the third part, which is the conclusion, and is infinite. Which is interesting, and I'm curious to see how many hours that will encourage me to sink. Like, will I actually bump up against the next league and go, ooh, do I want to start again? Do I want to continue? So I'm curious about that, and if you're curious about what happens next, stick around. On the screen, I'm literally going to have a playlist that has the entire Path of Exile play, so if you're catching this episode and you missed some of the previous ones, you can go and check them out. If this is not the most recent episode, you can go and check out the more recent episodes as well. See if you did miss anything. It's all there in the playlist, and also there'll be another recommended video because I do a whole bunch of different shit on this channel, and there'll be something cool there for you to check out as well. Maybe it's a Blood on the Clock Tower video. Maybe it's me talking about game design of some of the other existing games that I play, some TCGs, some board games, that kind of stuff. Or maybe you are looking at the subscribe button, and clicking it would make me very happy because my goal for this year, 2025, is to get to 1,000 subscribers, and any help getting towards that goal would be greatly appreciated. You are here in the 58th minute of the video. There is a good chance that you're already primed and ready to want to click that button, so do me a favor, hit all that good stuff, all that good algorithm god appeasing button clicking, and then we'll see you in the next episode when we see exactly where all of these maps are going to take us.